Hey everybody, this is Jeff here once again, bringing you another update on the progress of the 1/537 scale Enterprise A model kit from AMT Ertl. And what has gone on is, if you can see, it has received a coat of primer. And then it's time, after you get that on there, it's time to go through and clean up everything. So I'm going through and getting that done, and as well, what you can see here is I'm going around and adding all of the additional detail parts that's missing off of this kit. First off, I've started up here on the saucer. As you can see here, we're getting the phaser banks mounted on this ship. Of course, with the ship, the phaser banks are in the wrong spot. They are located here on the model kit, as you can kind of see where I filed that off a little bit. We have to go and clean that up just a little bit more. But you can see where they were filed off originally, and then I've gone out here, on the outside of this second band coming from the planetary sensor. It's on the second band, just on the outside of that. So what I'm doing is, I have this very, very thin styrene. I can't even tell you what what thickness that is. I believe it's 0.060 of an inch. I picked it up on eBay, got a bunch of this stuff too, thinking it was going to be thicker. Hadn't really paid very much attention to it, and I was wondering just how is this going to come in handy, and so too it is. What I'm doing is I'm taking two of these, I'm gluing them together, and then I cut out the little rectangles for the pads for the actual phaser turrets to rest on. Gone through, done that around here. Got them on the top of the saucer as well. Those really hadn't come off, but if you look just at how, with the phaser bank emitters that are included with the DLM kit that I've been heavily using with a lot of the stuff on there, you can see those phaser banks, that little pad of gray back there. They're really, really big. I mean, honestly, they're just as big, if not a little bit bigger, than the ones that are on the 1/350 Enterprise kit. But, you get all those included on there. It just really, really looks cool, and they match up just so well. So, going through and including those. So you can see here that one little white pad going up the pylon right there. Getting that is just a little bit of difference in color on the ship. I've got the two pads for the phaser banks back on the rear, right above the shuttle bay fantail area. And I'll be going through and getting the four included right behind this mounting pole right here. So, and of course, more cleanup goes and everything. Ship's very, very nice, very, very smooth actually, because I've smooth sanded it with high grit sanding paper. Let me see here. I got the package right here, what I've been using for this, and it's a waterproof. I got this from the Lobby store. There that is, with the price of what it was. But it's got 8 sheets in there, and it goes all the way up to 12,000 grit. That's basically smooth, pretty much. So, I'm smoothing out this primer a whole lot as I go. And like I said, doing cleanup work on the inside of here, these two, this stair step down and everything, making sure that's nice and smooth, and going inside of the panel lines that I had to add on and making sure all those are nice and smooth and cleaned up and everything. I've even gone in right here. I need to clean it up a whole lot more, but I've gone in, I had the one over here with these two panels that come in. I didn't have it over here at first, but I have gone in and added that. So once I get a primer layer on that, it'll about match what this is over here. So, because a lot of that detail, like I said, is off the ship. And then you have other detail, like I have the nacelle of the 1/350 kit, which you can see is about the length of that ship. But it has all this additional detailing on the exterior of it. Like if you can see these, those panels right there, they're going alongside where the pylon would connect to the nacelle. getting those included. There's some lining the bottom. I'll be going through there next and getting those added to the bottom of these nacelles as well. Maybe not absolutely every single last one of them, but a number of them, enough to give it just a little bit more detail on the ship. So it just gives it, just that little bit more of a built feel to it, But the ship is coming along quite nicely and everything, getting putty in all the right places, sometimes in the wrong places. I have to go through and clean that up. But I think overall, once this is finished, it's really going to look the part and everything. Can't wait to see it, what it's going to look like. Hold on a sec. Let me get some lights plugged in here for us so we can check that out as well. If I can get it, there we go. So, it's looking really, really cool. You look at that lighting coming from that phaser emitter right here, casting that shadow right up the front. And actually, these to the sides are casting little bits of shadow as well. But since I got the overhead light on in this room, not really going to be able to see that. But, since those spotlights are casting out, it is giving a little bit of a shadow up in this area for the side ones as well. So, but, all the lighting is still looking very, very good on the model kit. These arboretums are still looking great. I'm so glad that I did decide to go ahead and change the, put those light boxes on top of those and use bright whites to give it a blue look instead of this warm white bleeding down through there. That was not looking good at all, and it was hurting my feelings every time I looked at this model. So, and we still have, all of the lighting, everything is still just looking so great. And like I said, this model kit, this ship has always been my favorite of all of the starships. Any starship on any Star Trek series, movie, otherwise, this was it, because this is the first one I had seen. So, and to sit up here and have this ship and, holding it in my hand, looking, getting closer to looking, close to what it did on screen, it's a cool feeling. And then to think sometime in the future to have 3 feet worth of refit Constitution class Enterprise at my disposal to be building on is also cool too. So, but as far as this ship goes, I will continue on getting all this additional detailing and then getting another primer layer on here. Hopefully it'll be the final one before going ahead and getting the color, that base color on this ship, and then getting the mask for this, and getting the Aztec paneling on it, getting the detail painting, getting the decals, and a little idea for the base that I'm having. Not going to give anything away. Hopefully I'll start just working on that really soon. I'm hoping it'll work out too. So, but one way or the other, it will work out. So, but work will continue on this model kit. And those of you out there building models, working on your models, continue to build on them. I know I will continue to work on them. As you can see right there, actually one other part that I almost forgot, up underneath the impulse deck, I've got that included as well. Doesn't look all that great right now because it's unpainted and rough and everything, but once I get it painted up and everything, it should be flexing. It should be fitting in quite well. So, because there is a big gap between the bottom of the saucer pylon and the engineer and the impulse deck. So, but work will continue on. But until I see you next time, guys, take it easy.